Hey, this is the How You Come Up series. John Hope Bryant, and this is how to get a bank to say yes. Understanding why banks say no. So people, the normal sort of thought process here is that banks discriminate, they're racist, they don't want to give you a loan. Understand this. There was racism, there was discrimination, there is still discrimination today, but there used to be like rampant redlining from banks, right? But understand this, that day is gone, okay? Banks cannot make money unless they tell you yes. They cannot. They've got to get you to yes, but they're going to tell you no most times for reasons you don't necessarily suspect. The bank, because of discrimination, because of redlining, when they redline neighborhoods, and because of regulatory reform and all they went through, they're so afraid of being sued now of discrimination or being hit by regulators that they won't tell you the honest truth. They don't want to. They're not lying to you. They won't tell you anything. So they know when you come in the front door and they pull your credit report. Listen now. I'm gonna tell you what nobody tells you. They know day one that you can't be approved if you are a 580 credit score. They know, but they won't tell you for fear of being sued of discrimination, which is true 30 years ago. Okay, now they'll let the whole go through the entire process, do appraisals, do all that stuff, and let the process and the algorithms of computers and technology give you a response based on the logic table of what the computer says, and let the computer tell you no, not a person, so they don't get sued. I just gave you a big aha. Okay, now, why is this important? Because while we think that racism and bias and all this stuff is leading everything, there's another thing that's leading something. I'm gonna give you one example. African Americans, the average credit score in America is 700. That's why America is the largest economy in the world. We have a 700, the majority of folks have a 700 credit score. We've got GDP, we got gross domestic product, economic activity, etc. People bursting with optimism. But the average credit score for African Americans who were denied the access to the memo, Freedmen's Bank, 1865, who were not taught financial literacy, not our fault that we don't know what we don't know. We wanted to know, but no one taught us how to be industrious. It would denied us as those formerly enslaved. The average credit score for an African American, even with a PhD and an advanced degree, is below 620. So 44%, just about half of black folks of all race, of all economic levels, have a credit score below 620, which means you're effectively locked out of the free enterprise system. You can go to church every Sunday, be the nicest person on the planet, be nice to senior citizens, be pleasant to your mom and dad, respectful to your mom and dad. You can be gainfully employed, have a great business idea. If your credit score is 580, 590, 610, you're not getting a small business loan because it's unsecured, risky credit. You need a 700 credit score for that. Now, my mother's credit score, Juanita Smith, is 876. I didn't even know it went that high, okay? She gets yes to everything she wants, okay? She's got a business idea, they just say yes, right? My mother's not black, she's green. If you're in the U.S., call the color U.S. currency. I just got approved for a transaction too. Last week, they were fairly large. The whole conversation starts with, John, not are you a nice guy, or is this a great idea, or do we like you? No, what's your credit score, right? Half of employers will check your credit before they'll hire you. Did you know that? This is deep. And it's not about the credit score, people. So by the way, so if you have a 700, if you're an African American, listen to this, half of black folks locked out of the free enterprise system, can't get a good mortgage, can't get a good small business loan, can't get a decent credit card. Your credit card charges you 30% in interest rates, which means it's like a financial bomb. You'll never pay it off. It'll just blow up on you. You can't get a small business loan, so you can't be an entrepreneur. You can't create jobs. This is a huge deal. This is as big as racism, discrimination, and other forms of bias, right? But it's what we don't know that we don't know that's killing us, but we think we know because no one ever taught us, which is why I wrote the memo, bestseller, go get it, and why Operation Hope does what it does. So what we do is we're the only nonprofit in history allowed to operate inside of a U.S. bank branch. We go in the bank branch, we say what the bank can't tell you, which is, girl, this credit report looks like a bus accident, okay? What's that? You say, I don't know what's that. We say, great, that's called an error. We challenge that to the credit bureaus, which is your right. And within 30 days, the law states the credit bureaus cannot confirm that is yours. They must remove it. 90% of the time we challenge it, it's removed, and your credit score goes up 40 points. So anyway, we have a whole technology raising credit scores 120 points in 24 months. Nothing changes your life more than God or love than moving your credit score 120 points. Why is this magical? Because at 700 credit score, all the lights come on. The answer is just yes. 700 credit, there's never been a riot in a 700 credit score neighborhood in all of America's history of any race. Only 500 credit score neighborhoods riot, okay? Black and brown urban and white rural, it doesn't matter where. That's where a check casher, next to a petty loan lender, next to a rent-to-own store, next to a title lender, next to a liquor store, right? And they're preying on people with low financial IQ. This is also important, has nothing to do with the credit score. Credit scores are trending indicators for your optimism, okay? Your self-esteem, your level of hope, right? Your belief in yourself, your trust in the system. It's not about the credit score, but it's something you can control. You can't control whether somebody likes you or respects you. You can control your credit score and what that does to your psyche and your optionality in life and how you can come up. This is the How You Come Up series. This is unpacking what banks do and how to get them to say yes. Let me know whether this is helpful to you. Go to an Operation of Hope Inside location near you for free financial coaching. Let us help you get your credit score up, get your financial IQ up, get your optimism up, your optionality up, and let's get you into that bank branch so they can tell you yes and get your dignity back and create some jobs in America too. I'm out.